empower you with, of course, we are all using doTERRA essential oils. What we can do during this period to fasten recovery, to reduce the, I would call it suffering at one point, because it causes a lot of pain, unbearable pain. I've been told by many who have had it, they have come back to us. Some of them are in our team. And of course, our main concern, I would say, is we don't want others in the family to kena lah. Okay, that is always our concern, kan? So today we are going to delve into how we can use these oils that we have at home. How do we use it proactively to just go through this period smoothly, fast, efficiently, and come out well, healthy, right? So I have to always start with a disclaimer to protect myself, since I'm talking about issues that are quite controversial sometimes. So the following session is just for educational purposes only. It is not intended for you to, it's basically used, I'm just sharing based on personal experience and from other friends and family. Always seek guidance from your doctor. If you are unwell, if you are having symptoms of COVID or any viral infections, okay, please seek medical attention as fast as you can, and get medicated, and use whatever I'm going to share today as an additional help to support healing. Today's session is not about using essential oils and eliminating medication. It is not. It is used hand in hand, because essential oils are powerful plant essences, if you use the pure ones, to help healing. When you use various modalities, your body can actually heal. Your body always has the ability to heal, no matter what happens. It's just that how you take care of it. You take care of it better, it heals faster lah. You don't take care of it better, it heals slower lah. Okay, that is how it always is. Your body is always trying to keep you well. Only we are the ones that don't treat it right. So it got no choice. They have to break down sometimes to tell you, "Ayah, cannot already lah. You have to rest lah." So that's what the body does. It gives you signal already. I dey tahan already. Please, please. Okay, do something. So every day, whether or not in whatever situation that we are lah, basic wellness is always this lah. You cannot run away lah. Okay, nothing can help you, but you need to do this right. Eating right, nourishing your body well. Your immune system basically gets your nourishment from food. When you eat well, you nourish yourself well, your immune system also kuat lah. Okay, askar semua kuat, it can fight very well. When you exercise even a little bit every day consistently, it helps to boost your immune system. It helps to reduce your stress level. It helps to reduce inflammation. When you reduce your stress level, again, your immune system is much better than someone always stressed, always fearful, always a lot of anxious feelings, angry, dissatisfied kind of personality. Your immune system will suffer, right? Managing rest and managing stress, very difficult since the beginning of pandemic, because everything is topsy-turvy. The way we get our children to be educated, the way we work, everything is topsy-turvy. Work and life balance, I would say, is no more there. I would say is no more there. Very difficult. You are at home also, there is still work, and work overflows from the work and the homework, and we just have to manage it somehow. Okay, if we don't, again, this puts your body in chronic stress. We are not talking short-term stress, we're talking chronic. 2.5 years already considered chronic lah kan. Okay, going to be 3 years. So we need to manage this, or else again, when we fall sick with any illnesses, it takes longer because your body is just been through a lot. Okay, reducing the toxic load, this is something you can do proactively, and you need to start doing it, because a lot of the things that we buy into our home to keep our house clean, to keep ourselves clean, to just to use in your home, your skincare, your personal care, your cleansers, everything has got chemicals inside. Even though they are big brands advertised, if we don't look at it, if you don't start looking at ingredients, you just take it that they're selling it, therefore it's safe. But when you start looking at ingredients, you realize that there are lots of nasties inside there. And this little bit kan yang kita pakai tu, I would always say is sikit-sikit lama-lama jadi bukit. So at the end of it, all this accumulation makes your body very sick in one way. So when it needs to fight, it has all this burden inside, all this toxicity inside. That it feels I'm already so burdened. How am I supposed to help you fight now? Now you got infection some more, man. You know, it's that kind of so kesian kan. So here we are trying to help it be vibrant, that it can do its work it's supposed to do, that is to keep us alive lah. If it give up, then nothing to say already lah kan. Okay, and of course informed self-care. We know that something not right, already not well, please do something about it. Don't sit down quietly and say, oh, it will go away or whatever. You know, we need to have that informed self-care and proactive healthcare. So coming into essential oils, please remember that essential oils, the industry of essential oils, because many people keep telling me, oh, essential oil is the same one. It's the same, you know, but I tell them it's not like that. Essential oils come from plants. Only 10% of plants in the world produce essential oil because it takes a lot of energy to get these essences made for themselves. It's like their elixir, you know, you buat ubat untuk sendiri. But here we are using the plant as medicine to help ourselves heal, because this is how, from the beginning of time, humans have always used plant as medicine. They have always provided us tools to help ourselves heal. And when we use the purest form, I'm going to run through with you the grades of what we call as essential oil in the market, because many people still don't get this. They still find that any oil sold in the bottle, amber bottle, essential oil law, you know, it's just like when you buy cinnamon. Many of you also don't know, cinnamon that is not always original. Some are cassia. So it looks like cinnamon, but it's not cinnamon, and the price is very different, right? So when you get educated, you know what is real and what is not real. So looking at the industry of essential oil, there are 4 grades. And when I started using 8 years ago, I was not an essential oil believer. I thought that it was a hoax. Okay, but looking at research, looking at science, going into PubMed, which is an online medical journal. They have all the studies done. You can key in whatever ingredient you want, and they will show you studies done based on that ingredient. I realized that this could be something that would be useful for my son, who had finished chemotherapy as a young boy. My intention was to build up his immune system, because when he falls sick, I need to go back to oncology. He need to draw blood. It's very traumatizing. I wanted to minimize medication that he was on, because I knew medication can only do so much for him. I needed to help the body to heal. And this is why I started reading, I started researching. I knew there must be other things out there that can help. Only thing is I don't know only. So when you want to know something, you have to read lah. You have to research lah. If not, mana you nak dapat ilmu tu kan? And you have to have an open mind. You need to have an open mind and look at the science behind it. Okay, so I went into essential oils because I saw there was science behind it, not because 5 people use it and 5 people became free of this or that. I was never that kind of person. I am never a testimonial person. I always want to know why it works, how it works. Tell me that, and whether this ingredient is safe. Is there some research? And will anything happen to me 20 years down the road? That also very important, because medicine, coming from pharmacy background, we know medication today come out, 10 years later withdrawn, recall. So many people and so have this. Some died, some got stroke, some got this. We know that is part and parcel of medication, right? So the synthetics are the major one in the industry. They are not essential oils, but they are fragrance, meaning they are molecularly synthesized in a lab, right? To smell like lavender, to smell like lemon. So that when you smell, you're like, oh, this is like lemon lah. But when you look at it, it's actually a synthetic. When you inhale it, your nose may not know the difference. But when it goes into your body doesn't know what to do with it. It's like when you eat fake food, you know, food that is not real. You eat, you still eat. But when it goes into your body doesn't know what to do with it. How do I disintegrate this, and how do I get the nutrients to feed this body? Same. This is synthetic. It go in, it become a toxin. And more toxins we expose ourselves, modern lifestyle is like that. from the air we breathe to what we use, sikit-sikit, lama-lama jadi bukit, right? So number one, the synthetics are mostly in your personal care product because cheap mah, lavender fragrance put in your body wash, 10 ringgit, 15 ringgit a bottle you can buy. If you want to know, look at the ingredients, it will say perfume or fragrance, you know it is synthetic, right? Number two is the food grade. You find that it is used in our food because it's edible. Number three is the therapeutic grade, whereby when you use, you find that there is some benefit to your body, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional. All these three parts of it, you must have some benefit. And again, like I mentioned, the essential oil industry is not regulated. So how do you know the oils are pure? So this is where Doterra came in and decided that they had to set a standard whereby when you buy their oils, you are assured of the quality. You are assured of the quality in the sense that not because I tell you it's pure, you just have to accept it's pure. No, you can look at the GCMS test result on your phone. I'll share with you in a while. So some of the questions you may want to ask yourself before you start in your essential oil journey is some of these things. Where are the plants coming from? What are the tests being done? Doterra oils, more than 40 over tests per batch of essential oil being done. Doterra goes hand in hand. They are working in collaboration with St. Elizabeth's Hospital in US. It's a hospital that caters to cancer patients, where essential oils are used for holistic wellness because there is one part of chemotherapy and radiation that we cannot separate cancer diagnosis from. But what about the other parts of healing, like yoga, like meditation, like essential oil, like massage? Because the body is holistic. It's not just the physical. We need to heal holistically. So for me, it goes beyond just a company that just sells you oils and that's it lah. Okay, they're very much science-based. New things are always coming up. And lately, just a couple of months ago, Doterra Lavender was accredited pharmaceutical grade. It is the first lavender essential oil in the world to be accredited the pharmaceutical grade by a pharmacy journal in US. So this means the quality has been really stellar quality, I would say, to be given that accreditation, right? So the oils, all the oils come from all over the world because the plants that produce these oils, the oils that have the highest chemical constituent come from different parts of the world where God placed them. For example, lavender, Doterra lavender comes from certain parts of France. They found that lavender samples from different parts of the world, the lavender there had the highest linalool, which is what we want. When we reach out for lavender, we want to feel calm, we want to feel zen, we want to feel good, we want to be able to sleep, we want to have some amount of pain relieving properties. Doterra lavender does that for you because it is absolutely pure with that highest content. So this is a bit of testing. I just wanted to show you the test that each batch go through roughly, not too much detail. And again, you want to see the purity test. How do you know that it's pure? This is the website you can go to very conveniently. Look at the base or the bottom of your bottle. There will be a 7-digit batch number there. And you can key it in. You will see a GCMS test result. APRC is a so-called serum of essential oil, I would say lah. Okay, so they are not affiliated with Doterra. They are just this very independent lab that does all kinds of tests for any essential oil. You can send it there, and of course, this is in US. So this is what a GCMS test result would look like. For many of us, I've seen this test years ago as a pharmacy student lah, but I pun dah lupa how to read it. But this is what it looks like with a proper report. When we are diagnosed with any kind of viral infection, whether it's COVID or any other thing, because viruses are always there in the environment, these are 3 simple ways we can use essential oil. But for today, I will just be touching on number 1 and number 2, which is aromatic. Aromatic is to breathe and topical is to apply, right? So when we use aromatic means we are breathing. We want to be able to derive the oils really, really fast and really, really easy because we all need to breathe. So when you want to use oils during this any kind of infection. We use the oils, number 1, 2, in a diffuser is to cleanse the air. We know the bacteria or virus or whatever is in the air. We want to cleanse the air without using chemicals that would ultimately not be so good for you also, because you are breathing them in, even though they are big brands, right? Number 2, you want to be able to stabilize your emotions or your family members' emotions, because having this diagnosis can be very stressful. It can be very lonely because you're isolated, and then there you are in the room 7 days, alone, and you know, it's a mental wellness kind of thing. And essential oils help very well because they go to the parts of your brain. Of course, the selected oils I will share later. They go into the parts of your brain where it can regulate your emotion and response, where nothing else is going to help you at that time, because emotion is brain, heart. Okay, these two parts, you cannot eat something to help with that area at that moment. Mental wellness, essential oil is the fastest. Okay, a lot of us have experienced that. Even during MCO, I always use a lot of oils. I diffuse citrus oils. You will see me every day, peppermint lah, wild orange lah, grapefruit lah, because I want that mental wellness for my family members, my in-laws, my boys, and me all to be stable. Because like 24/7, you're looking at each other, right? So we need all this lah, okay? You know, you end up killing each other somehow. Okay, so let's look at oil number 1, which is my favorite oil. I started with this oil 8 years ago, and I have not regretted, because this oil has been a lifesaver for me and for many mothers out there. It is called On Guard. It basically helps you to protect and support your immune system. It cannot really kill any viruses for you, okay, per se. But what it does is to strengthen your soldiers. So your soldier has an extra arsenal to fight whatever that is there. So this combination is very potent. Wild orange, clove, cinnamon, eucalyptus, rosemary. Very potent antibacterial kind of property, antiviral kind of property even. And very easily diffuse it in the living space, because you want the air to be cleansed. And at the same time, when you want to support the immune system, all we need to do is use 1 drop of the essential oil. This is quite a hot oil, and add some fractionated coconut oil or carrier oil, and apply it at the sole of the feet or the spine. Okay, later I will share the protocol. If you find that you're able to bear with the heat of that essential oil, and you have your throat is starting to itch, which usually happens when something is coming into your body, the first part of your defense system is your throat. All your lymph nodes are here. You will feel like itchy lah, scratchy lah, you know, okay, something coming already. You have to be proactive. So the moment you have those symptoms, you need to start doing something already. Try to kill off as much of whatever that is there in the air, right? So this quick study, actually this is On Guard versus influenza. This is not COVID, but it was influenza. Now this study, I think, is almost 12 years old already. Okay, so this study shows how On Guard can attenuate the virus. Attenuate means it slow down the reproduction or the photocopying mechanism that the virus is using to invade us, the host. All right. So when this On Guard can reduce that photocopying ability of the virus, this gives your soldiers, your white blood cell, a chance to go and kill it off, to destroy it. All right. So this is how it helps your body to recover fast without doing damage to other things that is there. Okay, because our body has good and bad bacteria as well. So it leaves the other things intact. It only helps your body. Okay, now get up and go and fight. Okay, I slow them down for you already. So now you do something. All right. So looking at the next oil, this is also a favorite of mine, because 8 years ago when I started using, it was just 2 oils, because I was a great skeptic. I used Easy Air, which used to be called Breathe because it was from US, and On Guard. And even those days, I have to wait 1 to 2 months for my stock because Malaysia had no HQ. Doterra Malaysia just opened 5 years ago. So masa tu, kalau nak beli tu kena beli lebih dan simpan because you have to wait 2 months. So memang we have to wait lah. And even at that time, those of us who use Doterra, we never changed brand to any other brand that were already here. Even though they say, hey, formula same only lah, this lah, that lah. But we were very adamant because we were very sure of the purity and the potency of the essential oil. So whenever other people say, hey, you buy this brand lah, this brand got office ma, you can just order and get, I will still say no because I was not convinced. And they could not show me proof of purity either. So when you cannot show proof of purity, then how can I trust and say that your oils are pure? I cannot. So therefore, I don't buy lah. Okay. So Easy Air is another beautiful one. This is a must-have, everyday use, I would say, especially if you want to protect the breathing system, the lungs. We know that a lot of viruses, they attack the lungs, producing a lot of phlegm for you, congestion. Therefore, you cannot breathe well. When you don't breathe well, you cannot get oxygen into your body. The only way is through your nose and your mouth. It needs to go into your lung. Biologically, it needs to go into your lung. If there's a lot of phlegm, your alveoli and all those parts cannot really work well to transmit oxygen, and all those processes doesn't happen very well. So you feel like very, like tak boleh bernafas. Okay, you have that kind of semput kind of feeling lah. Okay, so this one, diluted application, 1 drop with some carrier oil again on the chest. Usually, you can also diffuse this to clear the air as you are sleeping at night. And for those who have snoring partners due to congestion, apply diluted at the nostril and the nose. And of course, as you are wearing the mask as well, you may want to help with clear breathing. You can infuse your box of masks with Easy Air. You just put 1 or 2 drops in cotton or tissue paper, put it into your box of mask and just tie it up. So the essential oils, it will infuse into your mask. When you use a new pair, it feels easier to breathe. Okay, especially I think school is opening soon, you're going back. This will be something good for even for children to use. Oregano. Now, oregano is a powerful immune supportive oil. Okay, for many of us, when we think of oregano, we only think of food because that's how we associate it all this while. It's not wrong, but when I started using Doterra, when I think of oregano, I know it's someone is not well already. That's when I will take my oregano out. If not, it's usually just for my pasta or spaghetti. But oregano is the least used oil in my home. I use it like a very, very potent immune booster. I will take it out already. I know that I need the big guns coming out now. All right. So oregano is a must-have. It is a hot oil, therefore heavy dilution is required. Heavy dilution means you use 1 drop oregano, you need to use about 10 to 15 drops of your coconut oil. More coconut oil is okay because diluting your oils in a carrier oil does not make your oils less potent. Right? It, however, helps the essential oil to be less abrasive on your skin because all of us have different sensitivities. And being a hot oil, if you put it on parts of your chest or your back and it starts to burn, you know that you have to dilute more. Everyone is different. So don't be worried when you use more coconut oil. The effectiveness of the essential oil is still there. It will go into your system, right? So this one I bring out for this kind of infections or being proactive during pandemic time. I will bring them out, and it can also be used for digestive issues. Diluted application on the stomach, right? Oregano is an oil I don't recommend to consume in water because it's very hot. So if you choose to consume oils like oregano, you need to purchase those empty vegetable caps, either from Doterra or from your nearby pharmacy. You will need to add edible oil, oils like virgin coconut oil, olive oil, something, an oil you can eat, and then only put the essential oil inside. However, I always feel that consumption is the last resort. If you find that application is not helping and you want to go a step further, but this has to be guided because certain oils cannot be consumed, and certain oils cannot be consumed with medication. So this one must be very careful. Always the safest is diffuse, apply. Itu masuk dalam badan. Okay. Now tea tree essential oil, beyond using for skin, wounds, rashes, and all that, I find it very effective for any kind of sore throat, scratchy throat, the kind of indication that something is coming up. So to support this side of the throat, I would recommend you to use 1 drop in a glass of water with a pinch of salt, and you stir, because the essential oil will float on top if you do not stir and add some salt or honey. So for gargle, we don't use honey lah, we use salt. Okay, salt is good, it helps with the throat. Gargle and spit out. Right, tea tree essential oil is also very supportive of the immune system. You can use it diluted, especially for very young children like babies. I know many in the team, babies less than 1 year old also kena COVID and recovered. Okay, we use safer oils if on guard is a bit too hot and too strong. We use oils like tea tree, lavender. It helps with the immune system. Even lemon, lemon also can help. Frankincense. All these oils have immune supportive blend at different degrees, but tea tree is one that is, people look at it like, ayo, not so strong one, you use tea tree, but actually it is a very supportive blend. Only if you know, a very supportive oil if you use it correctly. 3-4 hourly, 3-4 hourly. Just 2 days ago, there was one mother who told me that her 1 year old was COVID positive, 1 year old baby, because contacted from grandmother, right? So the oils that she had, baby safe oils, were cedarwood, lavender, tea tree, lemon, wild orange, and the baby recovered in 2 days. So you see that it can help support the immune system. Only thing is you need to do it right. Okay. Now peppermint essential oil, when you have any infection, your body is super tired. And with the current infection of COVID, I have been told that the headache is like, it's a terrible headache. It's like they have told me they have never had this kind of headache before. It's like 10 times the normal headache you would have, to tell me. It feels like it's pounding on your head. So when you have taken your medication and all that, and you still want to support that heavy-headed feeling, right, that grogginess and so on, you can use peppermint essential oil. I will share the scalp massage technique in a while. You can also use this with lavender essential oil. Lavender, Doterra Lavender, being pharmaceutical grade, it helps with pain relieving, inflammation. So even for children or even for adult, you find that your body temperature is going up after taking your fever medicine, whatever, fever start to come up, kan? Especially for children lah, we worry. Adult, we can still do something. Children we memang anxious lah, as mother we know, kan? So get a basin of warm water. You can put in 1 or 2 drops of peppermint, 1 or 2 drops of lavender, and do a quick sponging over the body, just to help, so that before the next dose of medicine, you can buy some time, right? Of course, if the fever is spiking and it's not going down, you have to rush to hospital already. Please do that. Some also tell me that they have indigestion during the infection, because stomach is upset with medication and not eating well and having angin and so on, kan? So when we want to support the digestive system, you can use peppermint diluted, 1 drop diluted with FCO. You apply 3 to 4 hourly. Same with nausea, feeling like want to vomit but cannot vomit, that kind of feeling pun ada juga. So it's just to help you out. Okay, the next one, of course, if you have, is Zengest. Zengest is a blend for any stomach discomfort, be it cannot go to toilet, or you're having a bit of diarrhea, or you're having that bloated feeling. All this, Zengest is the one to use. If you don't have Zengest, you use peppermint. Okay, it still works lah, right? So apply diluted. If you have nausea, you can inhale and exhale from your palm every hourly, even if required, just to help you out. And if there's a lot of congestion in the chest due to the thick phlegm or mucus, you may use Easy Air first, diluted, and then you layer it with a drop of Zengest diluted. This is for stubborn phlegm and mucus. And you can also use it on the nose, okay? But not for small children, because they will rub and then go into the eye, so we don't want. For children that are a bit more stable, you tell them cannot rub, then they know one, okay, then you can use that. Okay, we do not want the oils to go into the eye and that would hurt them. Doterra Lavender, useful for calming, stress, and sleep because of the linalool. So for any kind of skin issues that you may be having aches and discomfort at that time from infection. As you recover, your body feel very painful. You may want to use this. I will share how you can do that later. Again, for fever and temperature reduction. And of course, to support deep sleep, because when you're not well, your body pain, everything is just topsy-turvy when you're not well. And here you are fighting an infection that, for the first time, I would say, kan? So having that deep sleep is very important, because when you are not able to sleep well, it's harder to recover fast. You need to sleep. Your body needs that rest. So even when people are having infections and all that, I tell them to just off your phone and put it aside and sleep. Because they say, no, I'm on the bed, but I'm using my phone. I say, if you're using your phone on the bed, that means you're not resting lah. You understand? I said rest means you have to off the phone, you put aside. Can you imagine you're on the phone and here you are, trying to recuperate, even though your body is lying down, your mind, your emotions is all on super alert. How do you think you're supposed to recover lah? So you see, going back to basics, when you are already dah sakit, you have to comply with your body lah. Just rest, sleep as much as you need to sleep, because the faster you recover, the faster you get to be with your family. Okay, and before going to sleep, with your diffuser, of course, you must have a diffuser to diffuse, so you have restful sleep, cleanse the air at the same time. Apply some diluted on the sole, on the neck, on the chest before you go to bed. The final oil, the final two I want to talk about before we go to the protocol is the king of oils. Frankincense is a marvelous oil, I would say very healing in properties for those who are Christians. It is a common oil, they know, it is mentioned in the Bible. So it's well known for healing in many different ways, right? So for healthy cellular function, it keeps the cells vibrant and healthy. When our cells are healthy, your body is healthy, because the cell is the building block of your body. This is science, okay? So you want to ensure your cells are intact, they are happy. When the cells are happy, your body will be good. It also helps with reducing inflammation. When your body is under attack, there is a lot of stress because it's under attack, right? So you want to be able to support inflammation, you want to be able to support the body pain, you want to be able to support healing, you want to hasten the healing. So doTERRA frankincense has got 4 species of frankincense, and this is also the oil for calming yourself when you find you are isolated. Okay, for some people, 7 days, of course, is very long. You feel that your mood is going off, you're getting a bit low, you're feeling intense sadness. You may want to use frankincense because it goes into your brain faster than the other oils that I talked about. It has that ability to pass through your blood-brain barrier, we call it, effortlessly. And this is why this oil is used a lot in prayer, in meditation, because you want to be able to just bring yourself back to present, because our mind is always worrying about the future and is always regretting about the past. I should have done this, I should have done that. Then what's going to happen tomorrow, day after, if this happened, how, that happened, how. So you are everywhere except here. So when you are not here and present, healing takes time, okay? Because your mind is not at rest, you are not at peace. So this oil is beautiful to bring you back to now, to being present. Do what you can now so that your future will be as you want it to be, instead of worrying about it, okay? So when we are in quarantine, we focus on getting well fast, right? Okay, so deep blue, another blend of oils for any kind of pain, ache, discomfort, whether it is a muscle, joint, tendon, and so on. This is the one that we always use. I think many of you here have also used deep blue oil and deep blue rub. This is a must-have, especially the rub. A pea-sized amount goes a long way until people don't believe you. 6, 7 months also didn't finish yet. This is a magical oil, I tell them. Okay, after finish already, you cut half inside some more, still got a lot more inside. So you must use cow. Okay, so this one, you can use it for any aches and pains when you are recovering. You may have a lot more aches and pains because a lot of inflammation. There are some who tell me that their joints, especially the knee aches, are terrible, nothing like they've ever had before. Okay, so this can help to soothe those tensions, and especially if you're already on painkiller by doctor or fever medication, that will also be supportive, but that comes from your doctor. So now let me go through the protocol of what to do when you are positive, not in a good way, right? So the first thing to do is to start with your on guard. The on guard is the protective blend. Okay, that's number one. If you have the full kit, you can also mix up what I call the flu bomb. The flu bomb recipe is on the right. It's a concoction of a few oils here. You will see On Guard, you will see tea tree. Again, I told you don't look down on tea tree. Lemon also, don't look down on lemon just because cheap. It's very powerful. Oregano, not for pasta and spaghetti only. See, it come out here. So you mix all this oil. This is adult. Okay, so I'm using 3 drops each in a 10 ml roller. You get a roller bottle and top up with your coconut oil until the neck of the roller, right? The moment you are tested positive and you have other family members, I would recommend that they quickly make a roller each. Actually, this one you can already do every day lah. No need to wait for positive because anyhow, it's in the air. Sooner or later, we will all get it lah. This is how I see it. Just that we want to recover fast. Okay. So every day they can just use it either morning or night on the sole of the feet. It's very convenient. If they're going out, sole on the feet, wear socks, go out. If they're mostly at home, they don't want to have oil on their feet, then fine, just before bed. Have the roller next to them, roll on your sole of the feet, rub your feet together. You don't have to touch your hands at all. Okay, very convenient. So On Guard or flu bomb, 2 to 3 hourly on your sole. So now you are already isolated in your room, right? So you have that, you need to use 2 to 3 hourly to boost the immune system. Now the throat area I hear is very painful, very inflamed. Most people tell me that it's not like the normal thing they have gone through. Okay, so you want to get rid of the inflammation fast before it becomes worse that you cannot eat. Because when it becomes painful, you cannot eat lagi lah. Then when you want to eat, get your nutrition from kan, susah. So start gargling proactively. Tea tree or lemon, pinch of salt, glass of water, 4 hourly. Gargle throughout. Right? You can, if you swallow a bit, also nothing will happen to you lah. Okay, look at it that way. Nothing will happen to you. Right? Now, easy air, diluted, you can make roller. Okay, if you don't want to letak atas tangan dan sapu, you siapkan roller juga, 10 drop, 10 ml roller, top up FCO to neck of bottle. You use on your palm and rub on your chest. Use on your palm and rub on your throat. Your throat is the whole throat, not just here. The throat is the whole neck, up, down, because all your lymphatic nodes are here, not here only. Okay, so from the ear, left ear to the right ear, up and down, and then you sapu dengan tangan. And there's also a lot of feedback saying the congestion is terrible. Despite taking medication, some cannot breathe. So you can use your easy air on the nostril, on the bridge of your nose, even hourly also you can do it, and you can layer it with Zengest. So Zengest, you make another roller, because Zengest you can use for your nose, you can use for your stomach, because you have discomfort ke, angin ke, and so on. So generally, I don't recommend to combine. Make it separately, but you use for yourself. So every hour, if you want, you apply Zengest on your stomach just to help balance things back. Okay, that's what we want, just to balance. Frankincense along the spine. If you are alone, you cannot sapu lah at the spine kan, right? So what you do is you sapu dekat tapak kaki on the sole, or you just apply at your lower back. Okay, remember, as long as you apply the oil on your body, mana-mana pun is masuk dalam badan juga. Okay, especially for oils that you want to You want it to go through, you want it to service your whole body. It doesn't matter where you apply. Different if you say I got pain here, but I sapu at my leg, then cannot lah, because you're pain here, right? So you must sapu here lah. Okay. But oils like immune system, whole body you want to service, even spine you can apply little bit pun kira dah okay lah. Okay, chest also doesn't matter. It will go in. Doesn't matter. Don't stress so much. You must be here only. You must be there, or else the oils will work. No, they do it beautifully. They're quite clever, I would say. Right? If you also have if you have lah at home On Guard candy, this is really an amazing candy, I will tell you, because it has On Guard concentrate inside. Use this versus those store-bought OTC throat lozenges that you may want to have, right? This one, for those who took it, they say even within 24 hours, sore throat clear, right? So very powerful. It's either On Guard candy or Easy Air candy. This is for children as old as, I believe, 4 and above. They can already consume it. The sugar inside is raw brown sugar. If I'm not mistaken, it's organic raw brown sugar, if I remember the label. So take it to soothe the throat. That there is a Dr. Aini who shared just a couple of days ago. She said if you don't like candish kind of feeling, kan, she put into warm water and she drink. She dissolve the candy and drink to soothe the throat, which I thought was so good, kan? That would be nice, right? So you can do that. Either way, that's fine, just to help. All right. And then okay, let's look at the headache. Okay, the headache that you find it's unbearable. We use a scalp massage technique, peppermint and lavender, right? So this one, peppermint lavender for general headache is quite good. If you find that the headache is really bad, tension headache, those like on a scale of 8 and 9 kind of tension headache, which is, we consider it as a severe headache, you can use a scalp massage technique. I will just try to run this video and see whether it can or not. My first time trying to attach a YouTube link to my PowerPoint, see whether that helps, right? And the second one, of course, is for the body ache. If you have the facility and the ability and the energy to do this, you do lah. But if you find I'm just too tired, I cannot get out of it, I cannot do so many things, then never mind. But if you can, you get Epsom salt, pharmacy pun ada, 2 tablespoons in a basin of water, pail of water, hot, cold, warm, luke, also okay, not hot boiling lah, all right? And you put deep blue, essential oil, 3 drops. If you don't have deep blue, you can use peppermint, you can use lavender, you can even use frankincense. All these oils help with inflammation. Just use any of them that you have from basic kit. Soak for 30 minutes. I would recommend this to be done since you're at home in quarantine anyway and you can rest. If you can do it twice a day, it's good. If not, then do it just before you go to bed. Because when you have the Epsom salt soak done, the magnesium from the salts get absorbed into your system. It helps all your nerve, your muscle to relax because already so much pain. So whole body pain is very difficult, kan? Memang rasa susah sangat. So you help it to relax, you give it some pain relief, and you help it to calm down, help your body to calm down. At the same time, it also helps your body to detoxify. So this is good, right? So after that, 20 minutes dah, you can take it and buang je lah, right? So now let me try to run this video and see whether you all can watch or not. Huh? Okay, so that's the technique. How many of you have used this technique before? Because I've shared it quite a number of times. Okay, you all used it before. Obviously, you have used before. Quite easy kan? Nadia, so waktu apa yang terbaik? Kalau boleh tu masa quarantine, if you can twice a day, morning and before bed. If you cannot find the energy to do it twice a day, do it once before you go to bed. Go to bed early lah kan. So you do soap early, and then after the soap, usually you feel quite sleepy lah. That's what people tell me, right? So okay, now this is some of the oils. Actually, these are all the oils you should have in your kit, and this is how you can use your oils to diffuse during the time of quarantine, right? So looking at cleansing the air, number one is always on guard. So you can, if your room is a standard size room, it's about 2 to 4 drops of on guard, and tengok dekat TikTok. Yes, this is a very simple technique. So you can do the scalp massage for yourself. You can do it for your family members and all that. Even for your children, when they are going to school in the morning soon, very sleepy, you can use, just change the oils, right? So for immune supportive properties, these are the combinations you can diffuse in your home. 2 to 4 drops for a standard size room. If your rooms are larger, you need more drops. I would always encourage you 2 to 3 days to change the oils that you use, because your nose becomes accustomed to the aroma, and you may think that, hey, cannot smell. Or you think that not enough drop, then you add some more, you add some more, you add some more. Okay, with doTERRA oils, we don't use so much, we know that, okay? So if you find that your nose is becoming a bit non-sensitive because the oils are the same, obviously your nose will become desensitized after a period of time. 2 days, just change. You see, you got so many combination here, right? Oregano is quite potent, okay, the aroma. So generally, I don't use oregano to diffuse. I don't quite like the smell of oregano being diffused. So I like to use other oils like On Guard, tea tree lemon, wild orange with On Guard, wild orange with tea tree, right? You will see that these oils not just for immune, but you can look at it in the form of supporting the emotions as well. So respiratory support, you can use Easy Air with Frank, Easy Air with Melaleuca is tea tree. Oregano when diffused, not that nice. Yeah, I think we're not used to having oregano on its own, but some people like it. Again, it's a personal choice lah. It's okay. Easy Air, On Guard, Easy Air, Melaleuca, Easy Air, Peppermint. I generally don't use peppermint at night because I cannot sleep. But if you find you can sleep with peppermint, you like it, go ahead, right? It's up to you. Relaxing and balancing, you find that you need that to feel calm and collected to help with sleep. These are the combinations. Lavender Frank. If you're not a lavender person, some people don't like lavender, it's fine. You use oils like frankincense with cedarwood, but it's not in the basic kit. You can use balance. Balance is very nice. Balance on its own. With the fir oils, maybe Siberian fir. These are some out of the kit lah. Okay, you need to buy those oils separately. Uplifting for your emotions, happy oils. This one you may even want to use during quarantine or for your family members who are outside, you know, just to keep them uplifted at the same time, right? Emotions are always very important. When we feel calm, collected, happy, I feel that no matter what challenges come, you will respond better than when you are feeling fearful, anxious, sad, kind of mental state lah. This is how it is. So as long as you are balanced, you're calm, whatever comes along the way, you know, I will do my best and I will handle it. That's all. All right. So let's look at it that way. Right. Okay. These are the other blends you may want to try for air cleansing. All these clarify, eucalyptus, lemon. Okay. All these are quite nice. You may use less drops. Again, here they go a bit more heavy-handed, up to 6 drops. Minda asked if we use balance, do we need to wipe the diffuser the next day? You can, because doTERRA balance is one of the very rare blends that is added with FCO inside. So only doTERRA balance, usually when you apply on yourself, I tell you can use directly, because in the ingredient there is fractionated coconut oil. So therefore you need not further dilute. when you apply on your body. But if you want to dilute further, also can. In the diffuser, because there is some FCO there, I diffuse balance. You find that there is a ring of a bit of oil, but then again, they are all oils, I would say. You may want to just clean it with a clean tissue paper. And every month, just do your deep cleansing once, the one with the white vinegar and so on. Kan? That one is a must. If you do it right, come this November, my petal diffuser will be 8 years old. So can masuk museum already. That one I will take photo and put up. Okay. So these are the other things that I find very supportive when you want to help to keep your house clean, because we use a lot of commercial products. Some of them don't really have very good ingredients inside. And frankly, when whatever you wash your clothes with, whatever you wash your hands with, whatever you wash your floor with, all these residues, they go into your system and they add on to the body burden. So if you can slowly start cleaning out these products, start doing them slowly. Okay, this would be good, especially with hand wash. We wash our hands like how many times in a day, right? So you imagine all those chemicals going into your skin every day, especially if you are having sensitive skin, you have inflammation, you have eczema, you have got breathing difficulty, you got autoimmune difficulty issues. All these things will trigger you very fast. I know, because my son has got sensitivity issues. So for that reason, when we use something that is not right, he will show the symptom first. I already know. So when we use things that are clean, your body it feels better because it doesn't need to fight off any toxins that are already there. Right? The On Guard hand wash I highly recommend, because when you use the pump bottle, it's just one pump. It foams well and it's just one pump. You tell your children one pump enough. No need pump. Nanti habis lah. So you pump once, you wash your hand, you rub everywhere. They all know how to do all this already. Kan? Now our children for 2 years, they know how to wash hand better than doctor. Then they wash, clean, dry, no chemical smell, and it's not drying and all those stuff. Very nice, right? And even for if you have elderly at home, your parents, your in-laws, I find that for my in-laws, the hand doesn't dry and crack. The other commercial ones we used to use, they always end up with skin issues, and then you have to buy cream to apply and all that. Might as well you change the hand wash, right? Settle everything. Okay. So these are the other diffuser blends I would like to share. These are some of my personal favorites, so it may not be your favorite. So I'm going to show you a very quick technique that I have shared before also, but if you are not aware, you can do this. Okay, let's say Kavitha said that way, On Guard and Wild Orange. Don't know nice or not, eh? So you take On Guard and Wild Orange together, example, okay, and you put in front of your nose and you swirl. Okay, you swirl for about 1 minute lah. Okay, so when you do this, you are mixing the air. You're mixing the oil in air. If you think this smell is pleasing to you, sedap, rasa dia sedap, you feel good, you diffuse. Okay, if let's say you took one of the combination, I put On Guard, Wild Orange, Easy Air, you put busuk lah, tak sedap, then janganlah pakai, kan dah quarantine, stress lagi ya. Pilihlah mana-mana yang rasa sedap, that you feel good, you diffuse. When you are sick, don't irritate yourself with all these things. Do something that will help you to feel good. When you feel good, you will recover fast. That's how it always is. Okay. Clear breathing during the day. These are some of my tried and tested. Nadia faham, this is how I do it lah. So you don't waste your oil. Lepas dah campur, dah start itu, ayo busuknya. Then you wasted, I already put my oil. Then you take and throw in the toilet and wash your toilet. But when you have COVID, you got no energy for all that. So save your time and effort. Do this very easy. You can snapshot and try on your own, and just let me know how it goes. Right. So this is my last bit already. Cleansing gel and hand sanitizer, a big thing for us in the past 3 years. These are two different recipes, one using alcohol, one using non-alcohol. And I also want to share, because of overuse of hand sanitizers with alcohol, you find that a lot of skin issues are cropping up. a lot of other inflammation is cropping up because we are all becoming alcoholics slowly. When we go out, you have to sanitize here, sanitize there. Pergi berapa kedai dah sanitize berapa kali dah. So all this alcohol in the long run causes some issues, and there are some studies that are done. I saw the paper, but I can't remember exactly where I saw it. So if you want to try any of these, they work just as well, a bit safer, a bit cheaper to DIY. It's always cheaper to DIY, and we feel you may want to do one or two of these for your children as they go back to school, because I think everyone still need to bring sanitizer, so they have their own lah. Okay. If you're going to use plastic, right? When you buy plastic from Mr. DIY ke, mana-mana kedai ke, when you are using essential oil, the plastic type, if you look at the base, there will be a triangle. Okay, you must see number 1 or number 2. Okay, that is the safe plastic category for essential oil use. All right, please do that if you can. If you cannot, then anyhow, it's just for hand use. No problem lah. I don't recommend glass for children because nanti pecahkan susah lagi ya. So we just use plastic. So this is my last bit. Doterra has some of these value for money sets. If you are not already a Doterra member, the starter kits are all 5 ml with selected oils that some I spoke about, with the pebble diffuser, which is really cute and compact, I find. Easy to travel with a 2, 5 and 10 hour setting. The pebble diffuser on its own is 150 over ringgit, but it comes with a discounted price in the sets here, and with the additional fennel essential oil I will share a bit later. My first kit is all 15 ml, 250 drops at 660 ringgit only. I spoke about most of the oils there in the session and how you can use them. And of course, when you purchase these sets and have your own account under us, you will be guided on how to use them, because all this is very new. So as you learn, then you know how to do it and you become good at it and you start sharing it with others. So everybody recover fast and life goes back to how it used to be. Right? The other two kits are family kit and home kit. The complete 10 oils I usually recommend. You will notice that the family kit is 5 ml. It comes with the deep blue rub, which is what everybody wants. And the home essential kit is 1,003. The free oils are 500 ringgit worth there. The diffuser is a larger volume diffuser for living room purposes. You get a free fennel, you get a wintergreen, deep blue oil and deep blue rub. So this pairing of the 3 oils is all about ache, pain, tension. All sakit-sakit semua dia dah cover untuk bulan ni. Right? So fennel, a bit about fennel. It's used for liquefying phlegm. It can be used to support digestive issues. It can be used to balance hormones as well during menstruation. And it can also be used to gargle if you find that you often have got tooth or gum or sore mouth or ulcerative kind of issues. You can gargle with salt and a bit of water, right? So we've come to the end of recovering fast when you are positive. Happy to answer any questions if you have. Hi Joe, oh baru masuk ya. No question?
Kavitha, this one purity. Is it good to diffuse at the daily basis?
Yes, purify.
Purify. Purify. Yeah.
Yes, you can. That one very nice for odors, air cleansing. That one nice.
Oh, I actually like it. I use it in the car to clean the air.
The combination is quite unique, purify. And as a last resort, also purify can be used to support immune system if you look at the oils. Actually, a lot of our oils we have can support immune system, not only on gut all the time. A lot of our oils can be used. So it's just a matter of looking at the ingredient and reading up on it, and it can be used. Minda, any questions, Minda? Purify the air. Wow. At the office, I say. Very generous you are, Mr. Kamarul.
No, dear Kavitha, thank you so much. It's okay. I've got no questions. Thank you.
Welcome, welcome. All right. Any other questions? Who is Miss Wong YM? Like not familiar name, such a.
Oh, a friend of mine. A friend of mine.
Miss Wong. Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hi, I'm new today.
No worries, no worries. Because there are always some familiar names around. So I was like, who's Miss Wong? Okay.
Hi, I'm Wong here. Today is my third day of COVID. I'm actually under quarantine now. I would like to ask, right, if let's say now I'm having bad cough, because my throat is very dry, then it cough until I have to vomit out. So if it's in this situation, right, what should I do? Yeah, I really use Easy Air to rub on my chest actually. I started that since yesterday lah. What else should I do next?
Okay.
Yeah.
The Easy Air you have is diluted. Is it diluted?
Yeah, diluted.
Diluted. Okay. On your chest and on your throat. The throat area. Right? So you can apply at your throat area even every 2 hourly. So this will help with whatever infection that is there. Right now you don't have, it must be diluted when you use. So on the throat, the whole throat 2 hourly and the chest. Okay. You have salt and water at home, right? So you try, I don't know whether you have lemon or tea tree with you, those oils. If you don't have, then just use warm water with a pinch of salt and you gargle every 2 to 3 hourly. This would help, just to help with the soreness from inside. And also, if you are not diabetic, you have good honey at home, like raw honey or manuka honey. I don't know whether you do, but if you can get good honey and you take a tablespoon, you put in your mouth, 10 minutes, you don't drink water, you just let it coat the throat 10 minutes. It'll be very sweet, but leave it lah, because it will coat, good honey will coat the throat to soothe that soreness is already sore, right? After 10 minutes, you need to drink water. You drink water bit by bit, sip by sip, so that it trickles down slowly. Okay, if you're not diabetic, you can do this. If you're diabetic, you cannot, because your sugar level will shoot up, and then that is another problem. So no, if you're not, you do this. It is very helpful. And of course, increase your vitamin C. If you have redoxon soluble vitamin C with zinc, you can take up to 3 grams a day, which is 1 morning, afternoon 1, and evening 1. When you're not well, if you have excess of vitamin C in your body, you will just have a bit of diarrhea, which is fine. Then you know, okay, my body has enough vitamin C, I will stop, right? If not, just do that. Recovery is much faster. Minda, yes, go ahead. You would like to share something?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, I went to Genting's. Before I went to Genting, I was not feeling too good. And I was having a bit of slight sore throat and slight fever. Okay, the first day, I took Panadol, about, I think about 2 Panadols, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. Okay, and that same night, I decided to switch to the oils. What you have advised. I used tea tree on my throat and the Easy Air on my throat, my chest, and my nose, bridge of my nose and the nostrils. The whole night I didn't sleep. I keep what should I say? I keep putting the Easy Air especially on my nose bridge and my chest. Of course, a lot of fruits came out the whole night. I didn't sleep at all. And the next day I was really miserable. But then in the afternoon, I felt much better. Of course, I had slight fever, but I didn't take any Panadol. I put the flu bomb on my feet. That's second day, I think. First day, no, next day, yeah. I put flu bomb on my feet, and I still keep putting my Easy Air on my throat and on my chest and my bridge. That was second night, I think, yeah, right, second night. And the next day, I felt very good. In fact, the second night, I slept well. Not the first night where all the fluids keep coming out and stuff like that. Even the first night, I had a flu bomb. I forgot to tell you the flu bomb. But the second night, I caught, that means it took 2 days. Then the next day, after the second day, the next day, I felt really good. I didn't have fever and no sore throat. That's my experience. I really don't know whether.
And that's while being in Genting, not
Yes.
even at home.
No, Genting, it was cold and all that. I was
Wow, salute you.
So I forgot. I just wanted to share this experience. I think it really worked. Thanks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, if you follow through and you do it right, you find that healing happens really, really fast. And of
Exactly.
course, yeah, and the fact that you took your oils with you is another big thing, lah. If you didn't,
I had to. Thank you.
that's why when all of us we start using oils, wherever we travel, the oils we pack first. It's not clothes anymore. We pack oils first, then we pack clothes. Because we know this is going to save us a lot of trouble. That's how you know you have become an authentic doTERRA oiler, I say. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to share?
Me.
Yes, Joe. Yes, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I also recovered from COVID, and I can understand Miss Wong's pain, perhaps the coughing part, because I had sore throat, and I find that it was so painful that I describe it like a bunch of broken glasses in my throat. I don't even want to eat, and coughing is so painful. I don't even dare to cough. For me, I still remember that I think that day 3, there's some nights it's so painful. The pain was so bad that I woke up. Then I think I remember coming to talk to Kavitha. I say, hey, I need help. Yeah, and I think for me, what happened was I had the easy air. I had my normal rollers. I have like 10 oils in the one roller on my feet, and I just continue to do that. I didn't change my rollers. But then I added the tea tree, and I find that comparing to others in my family who are all down together, I seems to recover much faster than them. And then all of us are suffering at different stages. And when you're all family, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, I'm so painful," and then the next person, "Yeah, I'm so painful too." The family chat, right? Your brothers, sisters, right? Yeah, everybody were like, "Oh, mommy, it's so painful." But with that tea tree, and then I find that it helps. Before this, I hated tea tree. It's like, what kind of oil is it? It smells, but
it saved your life now, huh?
yeah. So now, like my sisters, they all like then they say, okay, each of us will have a bottle of tea tree at home. I mean, yeah. So like just now when Abby was showing Purify, it's like, yeah, I actually now use Purify because like, in the car, that's where you actually go in and out, and in between you spend a lot of time in your car. So I actually use Purify because it has tea tree. I think it has lemon. It has a few. I can't remember the combination, but I remember Purify being the item we use to clean the air. So so I think we all have a lot of favorite oils, but specifically for this case, I find that tea tree helps me a lot.
Yes, tea tree is a powerful oil that most people don't look twice at. People always go for on guard. I tell them, tea tree is good, just use it, and it will help you. Just use proactively, it will help you one. And have faith that you will recover lah. You don't be in fear like ayo. You will recover. Just rest, okay? Be fine. All right. So, anybody else want to share? All the C positive survivors here.
So I hope Miss Wong, I hope we have shared some points
survivors.
Yeah, not to worry, Miss Wong. Rest well.
I'm a survivor as well.
Yes.
So the oils, like Kavitha said, you're right already, okay, with all the flu bombs and stuff like that. But I find it that one thing is the positive thinking, okay, because I was quarantined inside my room for 11 days. I was stuck in the room for 11 because I have youngs and I have old, so I closed myself up for 11 days from top to bottom. So to be confined in a room, it's not easy. Even you have Netflix, it's not easy. You have internet also, it's not easy. So what I did was, now when I think back, I said, how they actually survive 11 days. I think it's my wild orange and my spearmint. Because every morning I will make sure that I'll diffuse these two first for the first 6 hours. Then after that, I will continue with On Guard. And then at night, I will diffuse lavender. So I find it, now when I look back, this 11 days seems like my whole mood swing is quite stable. So probably with a good mood, with a stable mood, the immune system came back faster. So the healing part become better. I would say that. So keeping a positive thinking during this difficult time, it's also very, very important. To me, personally, I think it is. Yeah. That's my sharing. Okay.
Yes, right. I think being positive and doing what you can will just get out faster and better. That will be good. Yeah. But 11 days, no joke, obviously. So everyone, let's get to bed on time today. Start your diffusers and get to bed by 11 if you can. Continue being proactive in your wellness. That's the only way forward lah, I guess. Even if those who don't test positive pun dapat demam sesama pun dah positive or not positive, we don't know. We just do our best and go on, right? All right, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone. Good night and take care, Miss Wong. Rest well. Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.